Hey guys, I hope you're doing well today. Today's video I thought I'd try something a little bit different. I'm going to be giving you guys a little tour around this Aquascaping specialist shop. The shop we're going to be visiting today is called Riverwood Aquatics. It's located in the south of England in an area called Assington. There's not many shops like this in the UK where you can physically go to. It was really interesting to go to a shop like this. Going to a shop like this has given me some inspiration for my future aquascapes. Pete, the owner of the shop, really helped me out a lot too. He helped explain some of the aquascaping questions I previously had. So it's great to go to shops like this in person. You can get some really nice personalised advice. With that all being said, let's get into the shop tour. I think the best place to start is the outside area. The shop has so much hardscape, it's crazy. I've never seen so much hardscape in one shop before. And to top that, they have a wide range of hardscape options you can choose from. If you have a really large tank and you're struggling to find good hardscape, this is probably the best shop to go to. There are some massive pieces of hardscape that can fill out a really big size aquarium. This little area over here is really good for testing out hardscape. With so much hardscape available here, you can really make your aquascape perfect. I think this is much better than buying hardscape online. When you go to a shop in person, you can pick out any wood or rocks you want. Usually when you buy online, you don't know what you're going to be getting. Here's some more of the massive hardscape they have on offer here. I wish I had a tank big enough to use hardscape like this. Now we're going to enter the main part of the shop. As soon as you walk in, you see some amazing aquascapes. There's even more hardscape inside too. I'll show off these aquascapes a little bit more later on in the video. These scapes need a little bit of extra footage to show off how good they are. There's such a range of fertilisers to choose from. You got brands like Tropico and TNC, which are all really good brands. There's some smaller bits of hardscape over here too. We got the good old reliable 88 Aquasoil Amazonia, along with other decorative substrates too. This nature style aquascape really stood out. It really shows off what a high-tech aquascape can really look like. I hope one day I'll be able to set up an aquascape like this. All the plants look super healthy and vibrant. They also have this really good betta racking system. Each male has a tank with a sponge filter inside, so they're kept in a really good condition. I'm always happy when I see bettas being kept in these kind of conditions in shops. A lot of the time these fish don't get treated the best, so it's nice to see them being treated well. They have a big range of the ADA products too. Some of the ADA products like the Aquariums can be hard to find sometimes. Over here we have the fridge with all the in vitro plants. There's such a wide range of plants to choose from. The good thing about these kind of plants is that they have no pests or algae on them. This is because they're grown in sterile conditions. We got some tropical fish over here. Most of the fish that sell here are really good choices for planted tanks. Pretty much all the fish here will do really well in nano tanks. And there's even more hardscape around the corner too. You can see there's some dragonstone and surreal stone along with loads of other varieties of stones too. There's so many different options you could choose from. Here's another plant holding area. This is a high humidity cupboard. This allows the plants to be stored outside of water in their immersed state. The high humidity helps keep the plants hydrated and healthy. You can see they have such a wide variety of plants here. This will make any aquascaper happy. And just over here we've got more variety of decorative substrates you can use in your aquascapes. These decorative substrates are really good for adding some fine detail to your scapes. This is Riverwood's main big showcase aquascape. This is an amazing nature style aquarium. The tank was so big I wasn't able to get a full shot of it. This bit of footage won't do this tank any justice. Also, I'm sorry about the glare, I tried my best to stop it from happening. But anyway, this scape's really amazing. There's a really good sense of depth in this aquascape. This layout makes the tank seem bigger than it actually is. The way the hardscape's been laid out helps to create a more sense of depth in the aquascape. I'm also a fan of the really bold piece of hardscape used in this scape. This kind of hardscape really stands out, especially with all the epiphyte plants attached to it. You can really see the results of a high-tech setup here. There's some amazing plant growth going on here, and there's like no algae at all in the whole tank. You can see in this kind of setup the Hydrophila pinnifatidis turn this really nice red bronzy kind of colour. Along with that, the Monte Carlo in the foreground looks really good too. I'd love to be able to grow a copy of this one day in an aquascape. Maybe I should try it when I rescape my jungle aquascape aquarium. If you want to see more footage of this aquascape, check out the Riverwood Aquatics YouTube channel. There's a load of great videos on their channel, I'll leave a link to them in the description below. You can see there's a lot of substrate banked up towards the back of the aquarium here. This is a little trick you can use to create a sense of depth in an aquascape. This is one of the scapes you see as soon as you walk into the shop. I think this is a Pladarian kind of setup. If I'm wrong about this, let me know in the comments below. It's a really interesting kind of setup, I haven't seen many of these before. All the plants going out the top of the aquarium look really good in my opinion. This aquarium is very long and shallow, which helps to make a river kind of look. In the tank there isn't any plants at all. There's just some stones, sand and some white cloud mountain minnows too. The rocks in the aquarium help to create that edge of a river kind of look. Usually near the edge of the river you'll see plant growth. And this scape tries to replicate something like that by having plants growing over the top of the aquarium. So I think this setup's a really good example of something you might see in nature. It's kind of like a cross section of a riverbed. For some reason this was my favourite setup. I think it was my favourite because it was so simple. It's a great hill stream inspired aquascape. I'm always a fan of people using large Scottish river boulders in their aquascapes. I think they're a really underused stone in aquascaping. This aquascape has really inspired me for when I'm going to rescape my hill stream aquarium one day. I really like the triangle style layout. It has a bit of height to it which makes it more interesting to look at, and it all still looks very natural. I also like the detail of the really twiggy bit of hardscape. It kind of looks like a branch just fell into the hill stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tour at Riverwood Aquatics. I just want to say a big thank you to Pete, the owner of Riverwood Aquatics. He spent so much time giving me good advice about aquascaping, and he even helped me pick out some nice pieces of hardscape for a new project I'm working on. If you guys are ever in the area, I highly recommend you guys go over and have a look at the shop. It's definitely worth the visit. So if you guys enjoyed this shop tour video, please give the video a like, leave a comment below telling me which shop I should go visit next, and as always, subscribe to the channel to see more videos.